Hey there guys, what's happening? Today I'm going to teach you how to deal with sales objections while in the flow state. Let's get it. Upward Spiral Gang.
Yeah. I'm inspired. I'm inspired.
Hey there guys, how's it going? My name is Suman Chatterjee from the Flow Zone Academy, and I'm a flow state coach, which means that I help you feel better and perform better. Today I'm going to speak to you about handling sales objections in the flow state, okay? How do you handle it? I mean, what is the frame of mind, really? First of all, you gotta deflate any pressure that you have in your body and your mind, okay? You cannot start a sales conversation with pressure in your body, pressure in your mind. So first of all, meditate, relax, get into a calm state, and then express yourself. Obviously, you don't want to sound monotonous. You got to sound a little bit energized, a little bit enthusiastic, like you're actually passionate about what you're talking about, because you're not just trying to sell them or convert them. What you are doing is you're being a trusted advisor, and you're seeing whether they're a good fit for your product or your program or whatever you're trying to sell, right? You're focusing on adding value and cutting to the chase of the BS that they're probably going to be giving you as an objection, okay? If they're saying, hey, give me more information, it's not about the information. Oh, I need to do more research, it's not about the research, okay? A lot of the times, it's not about that. They're just finding polite ways to say no, or it's usually money or time, something like this, right? First frame of mind is, hey, I'm here to help you. I'm on your side, right? Need more information. Oh, I'm curious as to why you're asking me that, man. Oh, I've worked with other coaches in the past, and, I've paid way too much money and they didn't deliver. Oh, okay, so let me get this clear. You work with a coach, they promised you the moon, and, they didn't deliver. But let me tell you this, man. I'm not that coach, right? So you can't transfer that energy onto me. Right? You got to understand that I'm not here to guarantee you any sort of specific results. Every person is different. Every client is different for me. What I can do is I can add a lot of value just looking at what you need right now. The question isn't whether I'm here to get you some specific end goal. The question here is, do you need the support? Do you need the accountability? Do you need to implement faster? Do you need someone to have your back? You see what I'm saying? So what you're doing is you're being a value unit, a value broadcasting system. Even if you don't sell them or whatever, right? Even if you don't close them or sell them, I don't even like these words, but let's just go with them, right? Even if you don't sell them on that product, does it really matter, right? In the long term? To you, if you're a successful business owner, if you have the mindset of a successful business owner, yeah, it's just another leaf in the wind, okay? And you are the wind. So you're in control of that conversation. They're not trying to take control of that conversation, okay? If they say that, I have to think about it, you already set the frame from before in the sales call. You say, hey, look, I've done business for a long time, and one of the things people say to me is that they're going to think about it, which I know they're not really going to think about it. The answer is usually no. So, at the end of this call, just let me know yes or no. That would help me to help you. Does that make sense? Good. Let's move forward. Already pre-handle all of the objections so it doesn't happen in the end, in a sense, where it doesn't suddenly pop up, right? Hey, so we haven't really talked about the money. Is that something that you're comfortable with right now? I mean, what's your financial situation right now? Oh, I'm doing this with my money. Yeah, I gotta probably earn some more. Yeah, I gotta wait a month. Whatever they'll tell you, okay? Now, you're there to really empathize with them, right? You're not there to be like, oh, that's an excuse, and call them out. No, you're there to actually listen and be like, hey, look, okay, I get it, man. Like, I know times where I've signed up for programs and stuff and I didn't have any money at all, but I did something to make it happen because I knew it was important to me. I mean, hey, look, I get it. You don't have the money. but besides the money, do you want to do this? They say, yeah. Well, then let's talk about the money now. What's going on with the money, brother? Like, why aren't you earning that much money? Well, the job situation is so fucked up, and, I can't really get anything done, and blah, 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 and this and that. Whoa, that sounds really difficult. Are you taking steps to solve that issue? Yeah, I gotta wait a month because, my family's doing this, and I gotta do that, and, I've gotta go there. Okay, I see. Well, hey man, if you need any help, let me know. I help people with that abundance mindset, so I want to see you win. I don't want to see you stay broke like that. I really don't, man. I want to see you win. So here, what I'll do is like, hey, here's a sound file that helps with abundance mentality, right? Or I remember once I sent one of my friends my cash flow meditation that I give to my high-end clients absolutely for free, and then months later, he gave me a message. I can show you the message right here, okay? So this is the thing, man. You're focused on service. That's that vibrational marketing. You're there to focus on the vibe. You don't want someone to come in and crush the vibe of the conversation with their negativity or their lack of awareness or their ignorance or whatever it is, right? You're still pacing their vibe. You're understanding them. You're empathizing, but then you're leading towards something. And that something is for them to get signed up because you know the value. You've got to first of all sell yourself on your own program. You've got to sell yourself on your own process, okay? Now, some of these sales processes that I'm telling you actually comes from our program called Matches Into Dates, where you have a very specific structure of how you can get online dates and then convert them into actual dates, right? So you get matches on certain apps and platforms. How can you convert them into actually meeting up and going on dates? Now, I also believe that you can use the same process just to slide into prospective date-worthy women's Instagram as well, okay? I know slide in the DM has a weird negative connotation, or a meme connotation, you could say. But in any case, man, that's exactly what you're doing, right? And this is how you build friendships. This is how you build alliances. This is how, business gets done. This is that process of connecting with someone on a deep level and not kind of sugarcoating things and like going, doing this polite like performance act like, hey, listen, I'm the sales trader today and I'm going to tell you that No. Cut that out immediately. You do not need that fake voice, that fake positivity, that fake anything in that sales call. You're going in fully you, but just amp it up a little bit. Just amplify your state just a tiny bit. Smile as you're on the phone. They're going to hear your smile through the phone. Okay? The vibe that you're carrying internally, they're going to feel it. So I don't get into a sales conversation if I'm not feeling good, man. I'm not. I'm really not. If I'm feeling like crusty and bad and negative and in my own head and depressed, why am I going to get on a sales call for all things, okay? I'm going to get some healing done. I'm going to meditate. I'm going to do some inner work. I'm going to go internally, right? I'm not going to speak externally and outwards and try to, again, it's not about trying to convince someone. It's about, hey, let's see eye to eye. You're on my team. Let's work together. Let's make this happen. I'm here to take a stand with you. You're doing this not because you like me or because this program is, you're doing this because you're worth it. And that's the vibe you want to carry. I've got this, I've got you, we've got this together. Okay? And this is a really useful mindset to have when it comes down to taking sales conversations and especially maintaining that flow as you're in that sales conversation, right? Listening to some music beforehand, keeping some coffee or some water by your side, like really making it a comfortable and relaxing environment for you. Taking a stand for your own brand, and that rhymes, so you can memorize that. Take a stand for your own brand, value over sell you. You're just speaking your truth, and you're understanding the structure of how a sales conversation goes, and you're using metaphors and examples that relate to them, right? They're saying, hey, can we have your service for free? Well, if you walked into a Porsche store and you took the car and you're like, hey, let me drive it around for a month, let me see if I like it, and then I'll return it back if I don't. No, it doesn't work like that. You buy something, you use it. I mean, you don't go to a restaurant, you're like, hey, let me try this food, and then I'll check whether the bowel movements are accurate when I go back home, and then I'll come back and I'll pay. All right. So sometimes they'll be like, hey, I'd love to do this, but my dad is really, skeptical about this kind of stuff. Well, let's have your dad on the call next time. Let's set it up next week. Ask him if he wants to join. He can quiz me, he can grill me on whatever. But flow state is your most natural resource, okay? Start to go there when you're dealing with objections. Start to just tap into that zone as you're staying there, okay? Have the most concentration, the most presence, the most listening skills during that time. Let me show you that I'm legit, right? That's what you got to be doing, man. I've had to do that before, right? Many times. Or, oh, hey, the partner is disagreeing to this part of the program. Oh, let me talk to them. Let me clear some things up, right? It shouldn't be an issue. But that's different, right? That's me actually qualifying them. Where, of course, yes, they are the one doing most of the talking, but you are the one in awareness and control of that conversation. You're the one guiding it. You are the guide. Oh, I don't have the time. Well, man, time is relative. Again, it's got to match your archetype and character, right? So this is something that I would say. Time is really relative. Does any of us have the time? We don't, right? We got to make the time for stuff that we care about. If you don't see the worth of this product, I can't help you there, man, because I know it's worth. I'm just simply speaking it out to you because it's worked for so many people. Oh, then send me some testimonials. Okay. But is it really about the testimonials? Let's say that you have all the testimonials. Now, where are we going to proceed from there? It's very, very playful. It's light. It is still dominant and authoritative. Okay, it's like respecting an older gentleman, or respecting someone in a high status. It's that level of respect and gratitude where you have that positivity. Positivity is absolutely amazing, but not fake positivity. Genuine optimism, genuine care for somebody else, right? When you can amplify that, when you can see a piece of yourself in that other person that you're communicating with, you are going to form and fuse that rapport, because you want a lot of agreements from them to eventually agree to you at the end, you see. So I agree, you're right. No, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, I see. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, I get it. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. No, I understand now. Good. You're getting these agreement. At the end, if you drop your cool, guess what? No agreement. But if you keep your cool, you keep that low pressure, if you keep that same vibe, that same flow state throughout that conversation, you maintain it, you don't get distracted randomly, guess what? You have yourself a client. I wouldn't even call them sales calls. Don't call them strategy sessions. Don't do that. People automatically assume you're going to try to sell them on something, okay? It's got to match your brand and your archetype, okay? So let's just say that you call it a brand evaluation call, right? If you're trying to help them with that, or an image consultation makeover, free makeover, okay? Let's see here, connection call, okay? Alchemical transformation call, right? My calls are called flow awakening calls or flow state activation calls, right? So in a sense, man, you're going to have to understand that, yes, there is a specific pathway to this. And of course, you don't have to have them jump through too many hoops, but there still is a process of qualification. You're not taking on everybody. Does it make sense in the storyline, like logically when you think about it? Like, hey, yeah, I can see them being in the program and really succeeding at it. Okay, I can see them using this product and really using it to its benefit. Okay, good. Now we're getting some sort of a spider's web, connecting you two. And really understanding, hey, from some of my sales calls that I've had, they've grown to be amazing friends. It's really all about maintaining that level of high awareness, high confidence, but also high rapport and playfulness and trust and connection. So when you can do that, when you can, take off that mask of you trying to pretend to be higher authority just to get the sale, or you're trying to, weasel your way to the shopping cart.
This doesn't have anything to do with the product, but, have I told you the story about, my parents, and they did this thing, and then they went to Mount Huanini, and then they did this other thing where they went for this awesome adventure.
Let's say that this prospect is like taking you on this roller coaster of a story, right? How do you handle that? And I don't think we have enough time to finish that story, brother. I'd love to hear about it some other time, but I got to keep on my schedule. I have other calls waiting for me. So yeah, let's get back to the topic real quick. But that was an awesome story. I do want to hear more about it, but it's just right now it doesn't seem like it's aligned. Anyway, man, I was gonna ask you about, what is your daily schedule looking like recently? What's going on? And you immediately change topic. You got to handle that, right? You got to know what to do in a conversation, how to communicate with others, okay? If you're getting on a call and you're just nervous, they can sense those nerves, right? You're getting way too much in your head, not in the process. You're thinking, oh, what will they think about me? I wonder if they can, if they're going to accept me right away. What if they just hang up immediately? I don't like cold calls, I like warm calls, right? So I want to have them already on my side, having a conversation with me, understanding them a little bit better, and setting up a call rather than calling someone random in Paris and then bugging them at some random time zone, right? I don't want to do that. When you add extra layers to that, Jordan Belfort, has the straight line system, right? It's more like a slight sine wave for me, okay? Vibe. It's like jazz, right? The conversation's got to be like jazz. Improvised, smooth, No, this guy isn't like a sales guy. This guy is actually mindful of what I'm saying. He's listening to me? Wait, he actually cares about me? Wait a minute, this guy's compassionate? You're breaking the paradigm of what a salesperson looks like, okay? This is what you got to do if you're tapped in. If you're into the flow, you're into that source energy. When you're into source energy, you become the shapeshifter. You become anybody. And it's not that you're pretending to be anybody, but you can access different frequencies. You can access different states of mind. So someone who's struggling with losing their pet, maybe you haven't lost your pet, but you've lost something, you can still access that feeling of loss. You can still go there. You don't want to stay there, but you can still go there. You can visit. You can open that door. And you can come back with some form of elixir that can serve them in that very moment. If they struggle with something, if they're insulting you, is it okay if I coach you for this moment? You're selling them the end goal. You're not selling them the in-between of what happens, right? Like, let's say that you're selling them Hawaii, right? You're not selling them the airline. Your USP is really important in my eyes because that is like your core signature essence. That is your aura of your business. So your unique selling point is that factor that establishes that, okay, this brand is different. They're doing things their own way. Is Joe Nicasio, who's shown me that being a caring man of service can actually get me feeling happy, feeling good, loving what I do, and also making a bunch of money in that process. There are good people out there. You gotta just understand this, okay? You want to really establish your own connection to your truth, to your power, to your strength. And then you gotta optimize that, okay? So let's get it today. Upward Spiral Gang. May we never be the same again. Stay legendary. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed today's video. Let's go!